Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another weekly vlog here with me at the truck stop. Anyways, so I am sitting in absolutely beautiful weather. I've got both windows down. I've got a sleeper window open. The truck is not off. I'm getting ready to take off to go unload here in Lampasas, Texas. But it just dawned on me because I've been seeing this more and more lately. And it's a little, first of all, it gives off a really bad impression. Second of all, it's borderline illegal. Third, I should say, it opens yourself up to investigation, right? And let's talk about this. So basically, I've been seeing a lot of more and more trucks with two things, with a lot of stickers and a lot of weird stuff on the outside. Now, first of all, you're not making your truck look good. And it doesn't matter what kind of truck it is, all right? If you start putting chrome flames and stickers and all this stuff on the outside, especially when it doesn't make any sense or doesn't have a fluidity in it, it doesn't make your truck look good. I'm just going to throw it out there, all right? Sometimes you have to be brutally honest, and the driver that just left needs some brutal honesty because it was chaotic, and it didn't make any sense. But here's the other reason why. Because it didn't make much sense, and there's stickers everywhere. There's chrome, like, stick-on pieces everywhere. The DOT is going to look at that and go, okay. Now, also what I've been seeing is people stuffing a crap ton of stuff, papers, wallets, phones, whatever it is, notebooks, load papers, bill of ladings, whatever it is, up on the dash between basically the windshield and the dash. So that, my friends, is red flag number one. Red flag number one. Many years ago, I was sitting down talking with a DOT officer at a scale. I'm not going to name the scale. I don't even remember the guy's name. I know where we talked, but I'm not going to mention the scale because this is, from what I was told, this is all scales. It's not just a particular scale. It's all scales. First of all, now this is just my opinion. I understand that a lot of trucks, you do that because of storage, right? It's easy access. You can grab it and go. You don't have to, worry about taking your hands off the wheels. You don't have to, or the wheel. You don't have to worry about doing this. You don't have to worry about doing that, right? It's easy. But let me throw this out to you. That easy is potentially going to get you inspected, which means you're going to get in trouble. The DOT officer, and I'm sure a lot of people have forgotten about this because it kind of died away. It went away for the longest time, but I've been seeing it more and more. People have been shoving more papers and more napkins and all this other stuff and phones and wallets and food and drinks and all this, they've been putting it up on the dash. And I remember way back when, actually it wasn't really that long ago, you would pretty much be pulled in immediately to any scale, and you would be pulled around back while everybody else would just drive by. It's, the thing of it is it may not be illegal or may not be legal. I honestly don't know, right? And I probably shouldn't have even said that. But it becomes a safety hazard, right? If you would ever get into a truck accident, stuff has got to fly somewhere if it is not secure, right? That's why you shouldn't have garbage on the floor or, stuff hanging around or, just lying around stuff, So let's hypothetically say, you lay a truck over and you've got a ton of paperwork or ton of napkins or whatever it happens to be up on the dash by the windshield, and you laid the truck over, right? You've got 80,000 pounds of sliding hot metal stuff. That stuff is going to fall out, get trapped underneath the truck somewhere, and it potentially could start a fire. You just increased your danger level from 1-2 to a 7-8, right? If you've got heavy products or stuff in the back and you lay a truck over, you're going to be instantly slowing down and flipped over on your side. That stuff is going to come forward, whether it's, on either side, whether it's in the middle, whether it's up high, it doesn't matter. That stuff from back is going to be flying everywhere. The stuff on the floor, same thing. If you lay over a truck either direction, you are potentially going to get hurt. You increase the chances of you getting hurt by a lot. All right. And also, too, I understand it's an ease factor, right? You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. A lot of trucks don't have upfront storage. But the thing of it is by you putting that stuff, whatever it happens to be, and it might be useful, it might just be garbage, it might, whatever it is, by you putting that stuff up on the dash, you really make yourself look bad. And now I understand. Who cares about what other people think you look? The DOT do. And you should too. That's why it's so frustrating to see people in, these pajama bottoms and, I don't have the best shirt on right now, but I've seen people with huge rips in shirts and, they cut the collars off and, they don't make themselves presentable in this industry anymore. And that's a frustrating thing for me, because even though I don't want to be in this industry anymore, I still love this industry, right? And I still want to see it fixed, even though it's never going to be fixed. I still want it to be fixed, which means you have to fix the people first, then fix whatever the issues are. And once the people are all on board, which that's never going to happen. So let's face the music, that's never going to happen. But once the people are fixed, it's just like society, right? If you respect yourself, you respect others. If you consider yourself, if you put yourself and you have standards and you have morals and you have, your beliefs, which you should not be forcing down other people's throats. Don't care what it is. Don't care if somebody thinks they agree with you. Your views and your opinions are your views and your opinions, right? Sometimes they match, sometimes they don't. But pretty much 99% of the time, your opinion, your views are not going to be anywhere close to anybody else's. They may be in the same ballpark, but they're not going to be anybody else's. So, my tip for, new drivers, old drivers, whatever, stop putting stuff up on the dash, because it makes you look like garbage. Right? It looks like garbage with stuff sitting up on the dash. It's just as bad if you have a peep window or a side window on the bottom of the door and it's full of garbage. People see that. People judge you on that. People will base their interactions on you with that judgment in mind. People all walking around all dirty and scuzzy and smelly, wearing pajama bottoms, wearing holy t-shirts and blah, blah, blah. I know I'm probably not the one to be talking because I wear a dirty baseball cap 24/7. But that is the only thing dirty about it, and it's really not even dirty. It's just so stained that it's it is what it is now. But if you have one small thing like a baseball cap, people don't have a tendency of staring at it, because the majority of you is clean. You're presentable. You're, they're going to engage with you more. They're going to interact with you more. They're going to be willing to help you out more. And a lot of the industry has forgotten that, to help out one another, to make sure everybody's okay, to help each other back in, whatever it happens to be. A lot of people don't want to get involved because they've already prejudged you. And, prejudging is unfortunately a fact of life. And a lot of people interact based on the way they judged you. So my big thing is stop putting stuff up in the windshield. Know when enough is enough with decals and stickers and stick on chrome things and blah 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 on the outside of the truck, right? Because I understand you want to show pride in your ride. I get that. I get it wholeheartedly. But when you cross that line from looking good to just being gaudy, people are going to judge you on that gaudy. They're going to have a completely different reaction to you. I mean, for example, and I know this is just me. I'm giving you my example on how people a lot of times will come up to me, right? Okay, granted, this is not my truck. The company owns the truck. They want it kept a certain way. I try my best to keep it a certain way. But because my truck looks a certain way on the outside and on the inside, just minus the bed sheet. I know somebody's going to email me about it. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sleeping on 2 blankets. I get it. Whatever. But how people have a tendency of coming up to me. They're literally, oh, nice truck. Nice truck. And it's like, oh, thanks. The company worked hard. That's my response to people when they come up and say nice truck, because it's not my truck, right? But I want to be able to represent the company in a positive way, because they have worked hard to buy nice trucks, and they have worked hard to keep nice, clean trucks and fancy looking trucks and blah, 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 blah. They're not show trucks by any means. That's not what this company's about. Some companies are, but that's not what this company's about. And let me tell you, to the companies that think you have show trucks, you can't show a work truck and you can't work a show truck. If you don't believe me, ask everybody in the competitive truck show world, and I will guarantee they will agree with me. You cannot do both. You can't have a high horsepower truck and have it a daily runner. You can't show a work truck and you can't work a show truck. Plain and simple. It's not complicated, so stop making it so damn complicated. If you want to have nice trucks, that's one thing. If you want to have a show truck, that's a completely different thing, right? But my interactions with people that come up and say, oh, nice truck, that's, it looks good and blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, thanks. The company worked really hard to put it together. I'm just trying to do my best to keep it clean, which I really am, but a lot of people will come up and say that. I had 2 people yesterday parked here where I'm at. I mean, they drove up and they stopped in front of the truck. They got out and they came up to the window and go, dude, I just want to stop and say, nice looking truck, man. It's like, oh, thanks, and stuff like that. I never got out of the truck once when I got parked here yesterday. Not once, because I'm in a rest area. There's nothing to go do. Well, not that you can do anything in a truck stop anyways now, right now, but whatever. I never once got out of the truck. I had 2 people, no joke, 2 people come up yesterday and stop me and go, dude, that's a nice truck, man. I just want to stop and say, good job on, cleaning up the truck, and it looks really nice, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, thanks, man, whatever. I don't see a lot of people coming up to trucks that look gaudy. And actually, I see a lot of trucks, or a lot of drivers, and a lot of people in general that try to avoid those trucks because they look gaudy. Now, let's face it. If you have trouble stopping putting stuff on the outside of the truck or up on the dash or on the inside of the truck, you may want to ask a friend. All right? Just ask a friend. And if they're a real friend, they're going to tell you, no, dude, you need to stop like 25 stickers ago. Right? But you have to know the limit. You have to, once you get to that limit, just stop. Don't put anything up on the dash or drive down the road with, a notebook of loose papers up on the dash. Because you're just inviting something bad or somebody's bad impression about you. And it's just, society has now become a place of judgment. Anyways, listen, my friends, if you agree with me, cool. If you don't, cool. But either way, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I haven't seen it for a very long time, and I've kind of been slowly starting to see it more and more and more and more. And stuff like that. Let me know, am I wrong? Because I do it. I base what I say to you guys of what I find myself doing in the real world. And in the real world, I try to avoid the people with dirty trucks and gaudy looking trucks because I don't want to be, to me, it's just it's no bueno. All right. Anyways, my friends, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. If you haven't already subscribed to grab your front row parking, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications, bada bing, bada boom. Your front row is all yours. And I don't know what the hell my hand is doing. All right. Wow, it's the Indy 500 here at the rest area. Awesome. Anyways, 24/7, doesn't matter. You are welcome to your spot at any given second of any given day of any given week of any given month of every given year. So, my friends, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you either on Sunday something live or next Wednesday. Don't forget to check out the merch store. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.